Boy. Okay, so hello everybody. Back. Hello everybody. Back with some fact. Back in the Fortress of Meropide. Find a way out of here, hopefully. For some clues. Pardon me. Off. Find some clues. Stuff going on.
Isn't that Vidoc over there? Huh. Is it just Paimon, or are there fewer people than usual here today?
Talk to him.
Seeing you at this time must mean you've already saved up a lot of credit coupons. Or at least enough to skip work. Seems you're getting into the swing of things around here.
Goals to become the next Duke.
Impressive. Very impressive.
So, now can you tell us about the hidden rules you know?
If that's what you want to know, I guess you couldn't have come at a better time.
Huh? What do you mean it's a good time?
Leonid and those other pesky broke urchins have all gone to work in the production zone. I wouldn't want them listening in without paying up.
We get it! Just tell us already!
So, you know those pipes that make strange sounds? Don't ever
Guess we're going near the pipes.
go near them at night. Even if you manage to avoid the guards, you might find something even more terrible there.
Something even more terrible? Like what?
A group of cannibals.
Say what?
Cannibals? In the Fortress of Meropide?
Every month, they meet a few times in the dead of night. Rumor has it they might be connected to the people that have disappeared here. But what's even scarier is that they have a special proclivity. Since they have no way to dispose of the leftover remains, they have ways to transform them into other forms and keep them in the fortress forever.
Paimon might already know what you mean by other forms. So that's what's going on here. Oh, Paimon's stomach doesn't feel so good.
Not really true.
You two look pretty skeptical. No matter, learning the truth behind dark secrets isn't necessarily a good thing. I've got things to do too. I suggest you just act like I never told you anything.
Traveler, can we just trust him on this one? Oh, Paimon doesn't want her blood Tomb
You think
Theater.
camels could take me in a fight?
Oh, so that's how you see the situation. Huh. You know, Paimon does feel a little better about it now.
Just like before.
When will all the secrets end?
Try something. Really no bells here.
This had better be important.
The ability to appreciate beauty is an
You weren't
Too slow.
behind it.
Vidok isn't here. But the guys who went to work in the morning are back. Let's go ask them.
So happy to see you, friend. Like living here. Outside, lived a life I'm fine. Not these. Or yeah,
Just stay away from me.
nice hello there. Same thing.
What are you saying? You shouldn't go around saying stuff like that.
They say,
Always at your service.
I'd.
What are you talking about? Listen, you should keep your nose out of other people's...
What I'm saying.
Their attitude sure is suspicious.
True.
Like they're trying to avoid us.
Be obvious they're hiding something.
But if they're being so obvious about acting weirdly, do you think they might just be trying to lure us in? Oh, this is all getting way too creepy for Paimon.
Approach it from a different angle.
So you mean we still need to investigate some more? Okay, if you say so.
Dormitories.
We can do this.
Get to dormitories. Pardon me. Hold on. Floor is open. Hard.
Hello, Fielding.
What do you want? Criminals like you ought to be working right now. Catch my drift.
We just want to ask you a simple question. Have you ever discovered anything odd during your nighttime patrols?
Why are you asking about something like that? Whatever happens at night isn't your concern. All you need to worry about is getting enough sleep.
Well,
Hear strange noises at night.
right. We've heard it happens a few times every month. Paimon has sensitive ears, so it makes it hard to sleep.
Really? I see. But it's not like I'm on duty every night. And now that you mention it, I recall my colleagues talking about something like that before. They say that strange things tend to happen at night on pipe cleaning days. Lots of us don't willingly take those shifts.
So, what happens at night on pipe cleaning days?
And they just conduct regular cleaning of the fortress's drainage facilities. There are 3 pipe cleaning days per month, and it just so happens that today is one of the scheduled days. You can try to confirm the sounds tonight if you want, and if they're real, then I can report the issue to my superiors for you.
Oh, okay. Then we'll keep both ears out tonight.
Now, if that's all, then I'll be leaving now. I advise you not to try anything funny, though. Even if I'm not on duty tonight, someone will still be watching you.
Don't worry, we don't want any time added to our sentences. Oh, he left. So what do you think about the pipe cleaning days he mentioned?
Might be days when the cannibals are active.
Right, both are a possibility. But Fielding did
A reason not to find out the truth for ourselves.
Paimon knew you would say that. Alright, sounds like we'll be up all night tonight then. Paimon just hopes...
Not to. Or we need rest.
Oh, Paimon's so tired. But we can't sleep yet. They'll be cleaning the pipes tonight, so it's the perfect chance for us to investigate.
Need to wait till everyone's fallen asleep.
Whatever. Just be sure to wake Paimon if she dozes off. Paimon's worried something might happen if you go alone. Huh? Traveler? Did you fall asleep already?
They're Tartaglia drink, apparently.
Traveler, come on, wake up!
I'm child in my dream again.
It looks like you were just peacefully sleeping to Paimon.
I'll escape via the pipes.
Really?
We'll find out soon enough.
Okay, well, it's about time for us to get moving. Just be careful to avoid the patrolling guards.
Types are. Sure. The guards. That mean. Set up.
What do you want from me?
The thing we need to avoid the guards. Do that by.
Fall and fury.
This should be the place.
Ladder.
What? I know you. You were the ones we saw.
Huh. You've got guts showing up here. You know who we are, right?
You'd better leave now. Ain't nobody coming here to save
Up with
you.
the theatrics.
What you say?
Those rumors about Campbell's and hidden rules were started by you, weren't they?
Yeah. So what if they were? If you push us, we can make those rumors a reality at any time.
Hey, what's the point of all those rumors anyway? What exactly are you trying to do?
I don't have to tell you anything. If you turn around, go back to the dormitories, and act like you never saw anything, then I'll pretend that you never showed up here.
Yeah, scram. Nothing worth seeing here.
Nothing calling me. Have to go.
Huh? What did you say?
Isn't that exactly what Boss said when he left?
Hey, do you know our boss?
Yeah, child Tartaglia.
Whoa. We had no idea our boss was such a big deal. He always kept his identity a secret. So, did he have you come here to find us?
Oh, so your child's crew here? Seems like he had no problem fitting in.
Came here to learn what happened to him.
We're the only ones who heard him say those words when he left that night. So unless he somehow told you those exact same words after that... All right. I guess that's proof enough for me. I believe you.
Wow, those dreams of yours sure come in handy.
We gave him the business for a while and would always give him a hard time when he first came to the fortress of meropide. But here in the fortress, the strong will always earn respect. He was working the longest hours and racking up wins in the pancration ring. You could always see how amazing he was, even when he was teaching us a lesson. So eventually, we all decided to follow him.
But one day, he suddenly told us that he had to find a way to escape this place, no matter the cost. He said it was because he heard that call again. And as his crew, if the boss wants something, then it's our job to get it done. So, we got to work and used the hidden rules that were here to make up and spread the rumor about the cannibal rule. We just wanted to give him a better chance of escaping on a night after the pipes had been cleaned.
Oh, thanks to your rumor, nobody would want to come anywhere near here, prisoner or guard. Wow, it sure is easy to exploit people's fear of the unknown. But has a child already escaped? Why are you all still coming here after pipe cleaning day?
Because as far as we know, the pipe he went into isn't actually an exit. It should be a dead end.
Uh-oh.
It leads to an abandoned factory area, and even if there were a way to escape from there into the sea, we're still way too deep. No one could ever reach the surface alive. But Boss still insisted on going in. It's like he was obsessed about it. So we told him that we'd pretend as if he never existed while he was gone. And that if he wanted to come back, he should wait for nighttime on a pipe cleaning day. That way, we could meet him here and help cover the whole thing up.
So you come and wait here through the night a few times a month just because of that promise?
Yeah, but it's been so long now. We already know in our hearts that he must have managed to escape somehow.
Is it also possible that something...
Thank you, Paimon.
Nothing could ever defeat Boss or slow him down. It's one thing we know for sure.
Okay. Paimon was just brainstorming possibilities.
You want to go spot where you left.
All right. Keep quiet and follow us.
Dinner. Sorry about the coughing, it's just allergies. Heal. Happen.
The way up from here has been sealed off. It's impossible to get through. Boss left by going down from here. It wasn't full of water at the time. Later, we came back hoping to have a look. That's when we found out it had been completely flooded. It's impossible to navigate unless you're an extremely skilled diver.
Oh, sounds like we're going swimming.
Child got trapped by the water?
Not likely. We all know that Boss was an incredible swimmer.
Oh, good diver.
Really? Then have him come investigate. Pronto. Just be sure to tell us if you get any news about Boss.
It's getting late. We should leave before the guards come this way.
Yeah, we learned a lot about what happened to Child here.
Thank you for a follow. Vassin Clear. Thank you for a follow. Sorry if I said your name wrong.
We finally learned some key information. Seems all of our investigative work has finally started to pay off. When you said you knew a diver, you were talking about Fremine, right? If we ask Linny, he'll definitely have Fremine help us. Ugh. Why is Child like this? What was he doing going into the pipes? Not making our jobs easier, that's for sure. Fortunately, though, it seems like it's only a matter of time now before we find out what really happened. Now that we can finally relax, I'm starting to feel super sleepy.
Read that.
It's morning already?
Hi.
Paimon still needs more sleep.
Use some coupons.
Wait, look over there. Isn't that... It's one of Linny's cards.
You're right.
Let Paimon see what's written on it. Maybe you haven't heard, but today is the monthly free day. Everyone has the day off today, which makes it the perfect time to do some investigating. It's been a while since we last talked. Have you been making any progress lately? Let's meet at our
Promenade.
usual spot in the factory area before lunchtime. I have new information. Ooh, today's our lucky day. We have the day off. From the sound of it, Lenny's been making progress with his investigation. Wonder what he's discovered. We still have some time before we meet up. Let's talk with the people here.
Fine, how are you?
Before we go.
So we're actually our chapter practice. Investigate. I fall off to you. Amp. Down there. Investigation right here.
Hey, you over there?
Oh, me?
Yeah, you. Say, do you like playing card games?
Oh boy.
Like Genius Invocation TCG?
And down people down here play that game.
TCG players are like mint in the wild, literally sprouting up everywhere.
Hey, come on now. What's wrong with finding fellow Invocation aficionados? Anyway, care to join me for a game?
No thanks for busy with other things.
All right. Nope.
But why would you be looking for people to play Genius Invocation in a place like this? Don't people usually come here to fight?
Whether you're throwing down cards or throwing punches, it's all a competition, isn't it? It's all the same in my eyes. There are lots of card players here in the fortress. When I saw you, I immediately thought, hey, even outsiders
Fine,
from other
Chan.
races play cards. So I came over to say hi.
You mind chatting with me for a moment?
Sure.
Or us?
Great! Since you've been here longer than us, you need to flex your seniority a little bit, right? Maybe you could start by telling us newcomers some stories about this place.
I thought you would have already heard
Excuse me.
everything by now. All right, then. Did you have anything specific in mind? Or do you want me to just pick a topic?
Why don't you pick? We'll let you know if we've heard it already.
All right. Have you heard any strange rumors since you've arrived?
Yes, we have. Tons of them.
Did you know that there are some people who are always gossiping over in the corner?
Didn't know
There are
that.
two guys who are always skulking around in the corners of corridors gossiping. The bigger guy is Quisto, and the skinny one is Lavaru.
Hot.
People call them the
Burn
Bobby
it.
Bros. I never really found their gossip very mind-blowing. And it's pretty much just the same stuff that I hear about when I'm at work every day. If you're interested, you can go talk with them. They tend to talk a lot of nonsense, but they aren't exactly bad.
Good to know. Do you have anything else to tell us?
Let me think. Sounds like you want to hear something a little more tantalizing. Oh, did you know that the Duke was also a convict in the fortress of Meropide before?
Huh? Wait, are you
Hey,
serious?
what?
That's right. The Duke was an inmate just like you and me.
What is
He
it?
was exiled here for
Sure.
committing some crime. Who knows how he ended up rising up to become the warden, though? To go from an ordinary inmate to becoming the manager of the whole place? I'm not gonna lie, I kind of respect that.
You know anything about Forbidden Zone?
A forbidden zone? Sounds like something that someone just made up. I've never heard of that. Where did you hear about it?
It's just a rumor we've been hearing, but
Excuse me.
no worries if you've never heard of it. Do you have anything else you can tell us?
Anything else? Not that I can think of, but I'll be sure to tell you anything interesting I hear next time. You'll have to play a game of Genius Invocation with me first, though.
Okay, so I guess we'll have to play a card game with him. That's one of the missions. Compared to where those stars are. And sorry. It.
What's the hurry?
Back here.
There's a group of people over there. Let's go listen in.
And now we gotta listen in.
So I said, that's not a faucet. Hey, who are you two?
True.
Come over all of a sudden.
Oh, sorry for eavesdropping. Sounds like
Yeah,
you're
so we're
having a
standing here
really
listening.
good-
What's the matter? They're just looking to join in on our fun, that's all.
Hey, don't pretend like it's okay for them to just interrupt us like that. Fine. You're lucky we don't mind extroverts that much.
Thanks, you guys are really nice.
You hear that, Quisto? We're nice.
So,
Your expressions tell me you're looking to hear some juicy info, am I right? But before that, it just so happens that I know you two.
uh-oh.
Really? Are we that famous?
You're kidding. How often does anyone get a personal tour led by His Grace himself? Practically everyone was talking about it. Word has it that you also caused quite the kerfuffle.
Oh, just a little mistake.
A little mistake, huh? I like the way you put it. You see, people with a good attitude can join our group anytime, unlike some of the others here.
Your group?
I'm Quisto, and this is Lavaroon. People usually call us the Bombshell Bros, but don't worry. We're not playing with bombs or anything. It's just that our information is always so explosive, and we blow minds on the regular.
Oh boy.
So, you two really like to gossip? Whew, you sure know how to embellish.
No. You don't get it. Knowing intelligence will make things better for you here. For example, knowing who's working with whom, who has the latest rumors, who's not getting along. Wouldn't you like to know all that?
Sure, fill us in.
Whoa, all this info's worth something, you know? You should prove you're worthy of it.
Okay,
Don't mind him. Quisto's always this way. Just play nice and say something to massage.
okay, so we got
the welfare meals. Talk about the welfare meals.
we ate the most incredible welfare meal recently.
Right. That meal we had yesterday was super delicious.
Excuse me.
Paimon can still taste it whenever she closes her eyes.
Is that so? To tell you the truth, I've been helping out with making those welfare meals. I've been working as a kitchen assistant for about a month and a half now.
Oh, so you're the one who made those delicious steaks. Amazing. You could be a professional chef.
You are correct. I am a true professional. In fact, I even went to culinary school. But enough about that. Since you like my cooking, I guess that means we share similar tastes. Listen carefully. This little bombshell will help you learn what's really going on here in the fortress. Listen, kids. The power structure within the fortress is quite complicated. The overworlders couldn't care less about us down here. We're basically dogs to them. You've already met the one person here you should never cross, the Duke, Risley. He knows more than you think. And if he doesn't care about something, then he often doesn't bother dealing with it.
Those who have the Duke's attention get all kinds of special perks, even better treatment in the infirmary.
I know who you mean. It's that Jurier character, right? I don't think there's anything useful about him at all. Why does he visit the infirmary practically every day? Is it normal for anyone to be going in and out of there so often? If you ask me, he's just faking it to get out of work.
But did you know that Jurier was a talented researcher from
Okay,
the
so here we go.
Research Institute before he came here? There's no denying that.
I don't care if he was a researcher that could turn dirt into Mora. Once you're in the fortress of Meropide, you're just another inmate like everybody else.
Ah, interesting. According to Quisto, a person named Juryu frequents the infirmary. I should take note of that.
Speaking of which, the last time I saw him, he was passing by in the corridor with Lorvine. I also heard they started arguing in the library and got into a fight, right? Guess that's just how terrible of a guy he is.
You mean he hit a woman? Wow, I never imagined he was that bad.
But that Lorvine's also quite the
Excuse
other,
me.
you know? She's always gabbing away, got into a
His
fight with a
allergies.
man, and she also got sent to the infirmary. Come to think of it,
Horrible here.
I always see her going to the sick bay every couple of days, too.
Wait a second. You don't think?
Do you think could it be that they're secretly meeting there to go on dates?
Oh boy.
But it's really hard to imagine.
After all, I do remember seeing Lorvine beat Jurier to a pulp that one time. And we might be overthinking.
True. So Juryu had a confrontation with a girl named Laverne. Wolverine or whatever. Also frequently visits the infirmary. I'll remember that too. Okay, so
Freeze!
be right back. I can go get a drink. Game on. Okay, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. Let's continue over here.
Look, there are some people talking over there. Let's listen in.
Okay, it's time to listen in.
If you ask me, those pompous parasites on the surface act like they're all a bunch of aristocrats. Do any of them give half a hoot about a bunch of dogs like us?
Hey, speak for yourself, mate. I'm no dog.
Oh, you think you're special or something? If you're here, then you're just a convict like the rest of us. I've heard that even if you're released after serving your sentence, going back to life on the surface ain't any better. Once a criminal, always a criminal. We're marked for life.
I don't buy that.
Hey, how cool would it be if the whole world was destroyed by a giant flood and
Oh
everyone
boy.
had to start over from nothing?
What kind of filthy bilgewater you spewing? I have family up there. You best shut your sewer hole with talk like that. Listen, things ain't so great on the surface, but who says that you have to leave? I've heard that you can still stay here and work even after you've served your sentence. Not bad if you ask me. Who wants to live in the ruddy overworld anyway?
And what makes you think they'd want to hire someone like you? It's one of the great mysteries of the universe, how someone as useless as you is so confident.
Whoa. Sounds like they're really unhappy about the overworld. Speaking of which, Paimon never heard anyone use the words overworld or underworld when we were living up there. Is it only something the inmates down here say?
Thank you. I think you're right.
That's true. Okay, we've talked to just about everyone, and it's about time for us to go meet Linny.
Go to production.
According to the
Linny.
card he left us, we should go meet him in the production zone.
Production. Below us.
What's the hurry?
Way. Down.
Seems all the other knights already have their hands full.
the hurry?
Hmm. Oh. Above us. Area. Wrong level. That's a beam. Nothing below us.
Dodge this!
They don't have Discord. Areas below us. The abandoned positions. Betcha. I don't have Discord. Sorry. There. Killer. Direction this way. Here we are.
Huh? That look in your eyes. You found something?
Little something, yeah.
Hey, this is no time to be modest. Just tell him we found a boatload of information.
Oh, as expected of the legendary duo, you have my full and undivided attention. Huh. I'd have never guessed that myself. The rumors swirling about this place are unreliable after all, and Master Child probably went missing because he found a way out. He is a harbinger after all. I suppose he's much more resourceful than I initially gave him credit for. Unfortunately, this isn't enough for our final report to Father. We need to find out Master Child's exact whereabouts. Father told me that even though Master Child said he was just coming to Fontaine for a vacation, he actually had some personal reasons. His agenda might be linked to his disappearance.
Most important thing right now is to catch up to him.
His escape route is already flooded, so we'll have to task someone with professional diving skills to chase after him.
Well, when you put it that way, it's obvious that only Fremine would be up to the task.
Bingo! Is he around?
He's working today. Coming here as a group would have attracted too much attention. I'll talk to him about it later.
Still, we're counting on you.
It's the least I can do. We're all in this together, so it's only fair for us to fulfill our end of the bargain. Honestly, I'm far more impressed by you guys managing to collect all this information right under Risley's watchful eyes.
Collecting information has always been our strong point.
Now, let me think. To find out more information, Fremine will have to retrace Master Child's original route. And if he's to do that, he'll have to set out on the next pipe cleaning day at the earliest. That's 6 days from now. And after that, he'll probably take another 2 or 3 days to return.
You can even estimate how long it'll take for him to get back?
We've been working together for a long time. We know each other's capabilities like the backs of our hands. Traveler, what say you to meeting here 9 days from now?
Sure.
We'll be able to pick up Fremine while we're at it, too. Oh, and there's just one last thing we'd like your help with. Though we can just sit back and wait for Fremine's report on Master Child's whereabouts, we still need to make more progress on the investigation of the Forbidden Zone. Fremine's no master of disguise. Lynette's still working on getting intel from the other areas, and I'll need to spend some time helping Fremine prepare for his diving mission. So, you are the only ones we can count on.
What do you want us to do? Will it be hard?
Well, I won't call it easy per se, but I think you'll be able to pull it off. Listen carefully. You'll need to find an excuse to get into the infirmary and investigate the room and environs. You've mentioned several sketchy-looking people always meeting at the infirmary earlier, so it probably has something to do with the secret we're hoping to uncover. You've already met the head nurse, so she'll be less suspicious of you. Investigate the internal structure of the infirmary and any active dealings within, and pass those on to me alongside anything else you're able to discover. But also, there's no need to take risks. Don't forget, safety always comes first.
I'll give it my best shot.
My apologies, I just started rambling out of habit. It was almost as if I was talking to my younger brother.
But that's not a bad thing, right?
If I'm the older brother.
All right, then we'll head out as soon as we finish our prep.
Let's go our separate ways for now, then. Don't forget, we meet here.
Investigate the infirmary.
Hey, stay here for now. Paimon will take a peek. There seem to be several people inside.
Try eavesdropping them.
It's not impossible.
Possible. Time.
It's a bit hard to understand them from here. So, why don't we just try to talk to them?
Yo,
in
Paimon.
person?
Idea.
Let's go as soon as you're ready.
Oh boy.
Someone, please help! He's sick!
Whoa, are you okay?
Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin. The traveler started complaining of a stomachache, and then nausea, and then collapsed onto the ground. Paimon doesn't know what to do! Freezing limbs, twitching fingers, and pale complexion? Could it be poison? Let me take a look. Please, lie down over here.
My stomach really hurts.
Don't worry, I'll get you to the bed safely. Here, hold on to my shoulder and walk slowly. You can do it, traveler!
Thank you. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. You're sick after all. Now, please relax. I'm just going to do a preliminary checkup on you.
Edwin, taking out a few instruments and began to do her checkup.
I see now. My checkup has confirmed that he's not in any mortal danger. That's our worst fear out of the way. Eh? Oh, that's good. But I'll continue my diagnosis of the patient now. Please, relax and take a deep breath. Don't sense serious.
Not too bad.
And here?
Ooh, that hurt a little.
Huh? But based on my initial checkup, there shouldn't be a problem here. How strange.
Oh, what's way over the top?
What about here? Does this hurt?
Oh, not really. I barely feel it.
Oh. I understand. So that's what it is. I think you just ate something that disagreed with you. That's all. Nothing too serious. Outside of a pretty bad stomachache when it decides to act up. So that's what it is. Thank goodness it's not anything more serious. And there have been other inmates complaining about the food recently. I'll inform our head chef, Mr. Wolsey, if this problem is possible. Congratulations! The health risk is incredibly low, so you should recover within a couple days. Why don't you take a rest here while I go get some medicine for you? Miss Levine, I'll have to trouble you to help me look after this new patient while I'm gone.
Very well.
And she hopped away just like that.
Filtration much more smoothly than imagined.
Hello. So how are you feeling now?
Still not great.
His stomach aches
Can't
really
stare him.
bad. He was stumbling about the whole way here, so Paimon's really worried.
If Miss Sijuin says it's not a serious problem, then there's no need to worry. She's the best medic we've got down here.
But it also looks like she's the only medic you've got down here.
Well, that's true.
What do you mean, that's true?
Oh boy.
That's really misrepresenting the situation. Of course I can't speak for the whole fortress, but it's not like everyone imprisoned here is useless, you know? Though they may have committed crimes and gotten locked up here as a result, they still know a thing or two about medicine, and they help Miss Sishuing take care of the sick and injured.
Yeah, you're right. But did you have to lecture me about it in front of another patient? Aren't you a patient too? Where did all your energy come from?
That's correct. Sorry, I got a bit ahead of myself.
Are you two also sick?
We've been sick a while. I come back every once in a while for checkups, and to pick up the medicines Miss Sijuin prescribes for us. That's just the nature of chronic illnesses. As for her, you could say she fancies herself as Miss Sijuin's capable helper because she learned a bit of medical knowledge ages ago.
Please watch your mouth, Mr. Jurier. Don't forget that you are the primary reason I have frequent heart palpitations.
Hey, don't start arguing now. Please, keep it
Sorry.
at least.
Those two seem to have a pretty terrible relationship, and we ran into each other because they came here to pick up their meds at the same time. Outside the two of them, there's nothing suspicious inside the room. All the files appear to be patient records. Oh, there's a box I can't check out right now. There's also aren't that many versions on the wall.
Hey, there's no need to
Never mind, I won't read that.
release someday, so there's no need to argue over silly things like this.
But
Release. It's way too early for us to even think about that. And who the heck knows if we'd even be able to continue our previous lives?
Presence of a movable hatch isn't strange by itself, but perhaps it's my adventure intuition speaking that this stranger is a movable hatch here of all places. Is it hiding something?
please allow me to end this boring and useless conversation. Oh, and Mr. Jurier, I don't want to see your face here again anytime soon.
And same to you, Miss Lorvine. Anyway, that was more than enough rest for me, so I'm going to get out of this excessively noisy place. See you later, everyone.
He just slowly walked off like that?
That's just what he's like. I'm sorry you had to see all of that. I'm Lorvine, and that's... Well, his name is Jurier, but I hope you'll never have cause to remember his name.
You really can't stand him, huh?
I mean, can you blame me? Who would like someone who's as arrogant and obsessed with weird research topics as he is? But there's no need to keep dwelling on him. I'll accompany you two for a while. Miss Sishuin should be back soon, and I'm sure you'll feel better as soon as you've had some of her medicine.
Thank you for looking after me.
No, it's nothing.
I'm back. Did you rest like you promised?
Thank you for getting our medicine, Miss Sishuin.
Did you all cooperate with your bed rest? I trust that nobody got up to walk around. Good. Here, this should be 2 days' worth of medicine for you. Take 1 pill now, and then continue your bed rest.
Took the pill for some reason.
Miss Levine, I left in a bit of a hurry just now. Do you still remember if we discussed the color of the pill that you should be taking today?
I remember. You said it should be yellow.
We talked about that before we walked in. Why don't I remember?
Yellow, huh? I understand. These are yours. Please, make sure to go to bed early after taking them tonight. You'll benefit from a good night's sleep.
All right, then I'll also be on my way now. I hope you feel better soon, too.
Thanks.
See ya! I'm going to to fill out your medical record now. You're widely known as the Traveler, right? I just want to double-check a few details, if that's all right with you.
Those two made quite the commotion just now, so why don't we let the Traveler rest? Paimon can answer the questions instead.
So his primary symptoms are abdominal pain with secondary symptoms of nausea. Is there anything else?
That's it.
All right then.
Is there anything we should know besides to take the meds?
No, his base constitution is quite good, so I'm sure he'll recover quite quickly after taking the medicine. Please make sure to stick to bland or less stimulating foods, and don't stay up too late at night.
Got it. Paimon will hold the Traveler to that for sure.
Edge went to look at me. I tried taking a nap, but just like she said.
You're going to take a nap already? Okay then, you get some rest. We've been to lots of places together. He may look a bit under the weather now, but he's actually super strong.
So you're the best of companions. Well, don't worry, he'll recover soon. Ah, you're awake.
How do you feel? You slept for a really long time.
Feel a lot better. Thank you both.
Well, now you can go back without a worry in the world. Remember to take the meds regularly, and don't forget bland foods.
Thank you, Miss Sijuin.
We need to return to the dormitories.
You really are something. To be able to fall asleep like that and even sleep talk the entire time, you scared Paimon half to death.
It's anything I shouldn't have.
No, but you kept mumbling things along the lines of, Pyron, don't take my grilled fish, and put down the Adeptus Temptation now. Paimon talked with Sijuin the entire time you were asleep. She seems like she's just a sincere nurse, and Paimon didn't notice anything unusual in the room. Are you sure we're not going off track with the infirmary?
We're really off track though. There's still a few weird things about that place. A movable hatch on the ground, as well as the question Sedgwin asked Vern. Also, were they really talking? Or was their argument whatever?
Whoa, you really are super thorough. All those tiny little suspicious things that Paimon didn't even pick up on. We've got to get the info to Linny.
Nice day.
Today's the day. Let's go meet up with Linny.
Beautiful Winnie. We get people here. That's Lenny. This is. I don't have Discord. Sorry.
Did you two run into any trouble over the past few days?
No, we just worked our shifts according to the schedule. Nothing weird happened.
That's good. That means you didn't raise any suspicions when you infiltrated the infirmary. We've taken a look at the slip you've sent. Fremine successfully left the grounds via the pipes 2 days ago, and as of last night, Lynette has also infiltrated the infirmary after faking an illness.
Wait, why is she getting involved as well?
You already went above and beyond when you scoped out the infirmary. To put it more bluntly, even if we were to view that as something you did in exchange for Fremine's help, you've already done more than enough. Infiltrating a guarded stronghold is a different kind of job from a one-off investigation. We want to avoid using the same faces over and over and reduce the amount of suspicion that will fall on any given person. Lynette also felt like you have already taken the first step for us, so she should be the one to finish the job.
So that's what Lynette thinks. Oh, Paimon hopes everything's going well for her.
Yeah.
Then, let's go check on Lynette before Fremine returns. If everything went well...
Is now really a good time to go over?
According to my observations, Sigewinne always spends around half an hour away from the infirmary right before lunch. Lynette knows this as well, so this should be a good time to meet up with her.
You heard about that too.
I'm her brother, remember? It's only natural for an older brother to care about his younger sister's well-being.
Okay, then let's head over right away.
Head over.
Lynette should be here right now. Huh. Strange. Lynette?
As expected, Sigewinne isn't here, but why isn't Lynette here?
You found the lead and left to follow it.
Lynette rarely deviates from the plan. We agreed that if she were to make changes on the fly, she'd find a way to let me know. Unless...
Let's see if there are any clues around here. We can look while we wait for her. Who knows?
Okay.
Clues. Look at this hatch.
Ah, this is it! We saw it before!
Wait, this thing? It doesn't look like it's been disguised that well. The space behind it is empty. From its size, I don't think it's an entrance that is meant to be taken apart. There's probably a mechanism around here somewhere. Could Lynette have tried to get inside? But if that's the case, she would have contacted me for sure. Let's look around here for some more clues. Don't...
Panic. Bed. Ave.
None of the beds have any signs of having been slept in. Except that one over there.
That's the one Lynette must have used, right? You said she was pretending to be sick.
She would have said her migraine was having a particularly bad flare-up. Generally speaking, the head nurse would then ask her to lie down and rest, while she left to retrieve the medication.
Bed's still unmade.
Which means either the head nurse didn't return the entire time from when Lynette laid down up until she left the bed, or the nurse intentionally left it this way.
That's not a good sign. Books.
There are some books here and a few files. They all look like medical records. Advanced nursing, how to raise the spirit of your patients, a quick guide to the psychology of emotions, and the meaning of laughter. These sure are some interesting books. Who knew Sigewinne would be interested in these kinds of things? She even has books on understanding people's motivations and feelings. Is it because she's a Melusine? Or does she have a need to understand her patient's emotional state?
Seems quite normal to me. These are skills that would come in handy for a nurse from time to time.
Hey, you guys, there's a slip of paper over here!
A slip of paper?
It's right over here, and there's a bunch written on it too.
It reads, out of respect for your usual practices, I'll use a piece of paper or card as the medium to pass on my message. You may consider this as me giving you my best regards.
This is...
Is that all?
Anything on the back?
This is...
Show me! Now!
Boy.
Look on your face. Paimon's reading it now. Would you care to guess where Miss Lynette of the Fatui could be?
Oh
right now?
no.
No.
Oh boy.
Is she already?
Wriothesley. Did he deliberately leave the infirmary unguarded to use it as bait?
Wait, you mean he was aware of our goals from the very beginning? But why?
We
didn't
choose
have
to act
to
during
last time,
second.
and he also never reached out to us since.
Why we choose that during second infiltration attempt instead of the first?
Yes, that is a crucial question. Wriothesley, he doesn't do anything without a clear goal or reason. So this means he had no concerns about your activities from the very beginning. You're not from the same camp as us. You were sent down here by Nervulet, so you have no conflict of interest with Wriothesley. We're a completely different story, though.
Why did he only go after Lynette?
I'd like to know that, too. Why did he only go after her? Don't panic. Just think everything over. I have to stay calm. This is not like what happened last time. The situation's different now. Wait, you're right. Wait, but that means the fact that Fremine was able to leave the grounds. Could Wriothesley have let him go as well?
Oh no.
But what does he gain by letting Fremine leave like that?
Get it now. Deliberately made them both disappear. What?
So he's challenging me and trying to provoke me, I'm sure of it. We never should have sent out Fremine. We had to go through all that trouble to find an opening to sneak him around the guards and into the pipe, and we even thought luck was on our side. If Wriothesley let him leave on purpose, then he's probably in a terrible spot now as well.
Lenny's getting more and more panicked. We have to calm him
Can
down.
calm down.
Don't be like this, Lenny. Fremine wouldn't have left if we hadn't told you about Child. That was our fault.
No. I'm the leader of this operation, and I'm the one responsible for this team. I was the one who failed to protect them. I'll go...
Hey, don't be reckless! Traveler...
I simply cannot allow Lynette to be abducted again. I have to go. I'll find a way...
He's rushed out the door! After him!
After him. Time.
Right. I feel like we still have some room to make changes on these details.
It's not impossible, but it'll require extensive testing.
Is that so? Very well. Then please be mindful of the time. Huh?
Is someone?
Pack everything up. Whoever's outside is eavesdropping. They'll probably come in once we stop talking. Someone! Please help! He's sick!
Whoa! Are you okay?
These two. As expected, they've already found this place. What a delightful turn of events. Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin. Being able to read human expressions is quite the useful skill. Lenny, wait!
Follow him.
No use. We have to catch up to him. He's already out of sight. How is he so fast? Let's go head him off at Wriothesley's office.
Come out and face me, Risley!
Aren't we at an administrative office space? Why don't you at least try to follow even a couple rules from the fortress's indoor management regulations?
What did you do to my sister?
I ran into the young miss at the infirmary. I'd heard that she was suffering from quite the migraine, so I decided to invite her over for a cup of tea. I do have some teas in my collection that can work wonders against such an illness.
Stop joking around! Where did you take my siblings?
I have also heard that your performances are quite the spectacle. Miss Lynette would
Oh,
sometimes
no.
enter a box filled with water, only to emerge the next second from another place altogether. Maybe she'll appear behind you right now if you were to turn your head.
Is he trying to trick me into turning my head? No, he's probably not looking to attack me right now. All of the hostages are in his hands, and he's even in the mood for small talk. You knew we were investigating the infirmary from the start, so you deliberately aroused the Traveler's suspicions and baited us into continuing our investigation, just so that you'd be able to kidnap Lynette. As for Fremine, no, you probably didn't even interfere with Child's escape. You let him go, so you could purge the Fatui members that we had planted into your ranks.
There was no need to do so. The Fortress of Meropide is a pretty pleasant place. Most people enjoy their lives here. The only ones who act
Casually.
are those with personal agendas. It was quite easy to identify your colleagues.
You removed our original members and spread the news of Child's escape so Father would assign our team to come down and investigate. Fremine has also fallen into your hands, right? If you're oh so omnipotent and so in control, why would you need hostages?
One correction. Lynette is in my hands right now, but Fremine is not.
He's not. What do you...
Oh, wonderful. Everyone is here, so I'll only need to say this once. Thank you so much
For
for
Lynette.
cooperating with
Fremine.
me. Eager and to the point, I see. Alas, only Miss Lynette is currently having a cup of the fortress's finest tea. Although, as per your original plan, Mr. Fremine should also have returned to the fortress by now. But he has neither shown up within my gates, nor has he been taken into any kind of custody. So where do you think he may be right now?
Wait, you can't mean you locked him outside in the sea?
Oh no.
I closed the fortress's gate to the outside world. That's all.
Fremine's a star diver, so he should be fine, right?
No, we're still here, so he'd definitely try to find a way to come back for us. So we can't assume he might have made a break for the surface.
But why would I do this, you may be asking? To have an audience with you, of course. My intel tells me that Mr. Linney is a great magician, so it's only natural for me to want to have some cards of my own when it comes to negotiating. Besides, I do recall you mentioning to Miss Lynette that you've always wanted to have a face-to-face meeting with the Lord of the Fortress of Meropide, regardless of whether it was in a personal or a professional capacity. Well, you got your wish.
So, you've been keeping tabs on us before we even set foot in the fortress.
Some of my folks just happened to hear a thing or two, that's all. In any case, I will be straight with you. I was willing to play dumb and turn a blind eye, so we had a pleasant few days playing games together here. But once you started focusing on the Forbidden Zone, all of that changed. Mr. Linney, the cards are stacked against you right now. Miss Lynette is in my hands, and Mr. Fremine is still slowly being pickled out there in the brine. You know just as well as I that he cannot last out there forever. You need do but one thing to guarantee their safety. I would like you to contact your superior, and ideally invite her over for a cup of tea with me.
You want to see Father? But why should she bother giving you an audience?
Well, if she cares for the well-being of her dearest children, she should have plenty of motivation to join me for a parents' evening. I've heard that the bonds between the members of the House of the Hearth are like the bonds of family. I don't see why she would refuse.
Why did you think Father sent us to handle the Fortress of Meropide? This place is basically a no-man's land. It wouldn't be fitting for anyone as important as a harbinger like Father to come here in person.
Oh, I see. So it's because she doesn't care for my place here. That's such a shame. After all, I've amassed quite the tea collection. I was looking forward to sharing it with her. Both Monsieur Neuvillette and Lady Farina have already received many samples as gifts.
Was this the extent of your master plan to get to Father? No matter how much pressure you may put on me, I won't allow you to use us to blackmail her.
You people really are difficult to get along with. All I'm asking for is a face-to-face conversation. Does she truly have no interest in the fortress's secret? Mr. Linney, you have one last chance to invite your father here. If you refuse...
Linny!
Do you have to do this?
Instead of asking why I'm doing this, why don't you try to see things from my perspective for a second? From the very beginning, the Fatui has been actively infiltrating my fortress. I gave you a warning by cutting off the first few operatives I found, but that only caused you to double down. Had you given up on the fortress then and there, I'd have no reason to want to talk. Mr. Fremenet left the fortress on his own, and Miss Lynette tried to pry out my secrets right in front of me. No matter how you look at it, the responsibility for this falls on you.
I shouldn't ask Father to do anything because of us.
6, 5...
Wait,
2. Time's up.
Risley!
Negotiations have broken down. Please...
Please wait, can we not talk about this some more?
Listen to the Traveler! If you can't talk to Linny, can you at least talk to us?
You do realize that I'm only letting you go because of Neuvillette, yes? You're here helping him out, and I've already done my best to stay out of your way. But that doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want. The fortress may be small and remote, but it still has its own set of laws.
I want to save Fremenet Linné too.
Then how about this? Those who are capable deserve respect. You've spent quite some time investigating my home turf by now, so why don't you tell me a thing or two about what... I'll ask you 3 questions. Answer all of them correctly, and I'll agree to your request. Question 1. Regarding the hidden rules of the production zone, what is the truth behind the one about not being allowed to...
He's asking about hidden rules.
Fonta's internal report suggests that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpacked... According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took... The research notes said that the Melusine race perceives the world... We often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners at work near the production. The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he does... I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch. According to Collins, the Pancration... The research notes said that the Melusine race We often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoner... The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of Coop. I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before... The Fonta promoter has been... Fonta's internal reports... The research notes said that the...
So that's what's going on. Paimon understands it now. Who would have guessed? The hidden rule of the production zone. People are not supposed to work 3 days in a row, and if they do, they'll get strange meat in their welfare meal. At first we thought this strange meat must have something to do with the people who disappeared, but in reality, they were all prepared by Sijuin, the head nurse. She often visits the production zone to observe the workers' health and makes a note of anyone who has worn themselves out after 3 full days of work. Out of her
Glasses.
duty as the head nurse, as well as her genuine concern for the workers' health, Sijuin visits the cafeteria right before lunch and cooks an extra dish for those who can use the stamina boost. Sijuin has only the best intentions with her surprise gift and doesn't want anyone to find out about what she does.
Unfortunately, Melazines as a race perceive the world differently from humans, and their sense of aesthetics is even more alien. The recipients of her lovingly prepared special meals cannot taste the care within and usually just... Are we on the right track?
Not bad. You've uncovered Sijuin's secret and even guessed her intentions correctly as well. It's nice to know that her efforts have not gone unacknowledged. All right, now for my next question. There are also some hidden rules in the Pancration Ring, including the one that you're not allowed to
Fonta's internal report suggests that they're starting a new We often see Miss Sijuin The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the research notes said that the According to Collins, the Pancration... I've been told that the infirmary is always empty. Fonta's internal report suggests... The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. The research notes said that the Melazine race perceived... I've been told that the infirmary is always empty. The research notes said that the According to Collins, According to Collins, the Pancration The Fonta promoter has been...
Paimon gets this rule too now, so there really was nothing to be afraid of. That hidden rule of the Pancration Ring is about how, people are not supposed to bet on both boxers at the same time. And if they do, they'll receive a package containing a strange, blood-colored liquid. People get scared when they see it because they've subconsciously begun to associate it with the missing boxer. But really, it's just a bottle of the latest yet-to-be-named and packaged new Fonta trial product. A blood-red drink. It's no wonder even Fonta's own staff were questioning the company's decision-making. The company, facing backlash from its own staff, decided to try to trial the product on a smaller scale, to see how it might be received by customers. They came to the fortress of Meropide and offered to sponsor the Pancration tournament so they could push their new product. But the Duke completely refused to even entertain the idea. The Duke, knowing how valuable coupons are in the fortress, knew that only total idiots who didn't understand their true value would bother buying a Fonta product here. And so, only those who proved their stupidity by being dumb enough to bet on two opposing sides of the same match were
I acknowledge the effort you've put into bringing the truth of this mystery to light. Although, based on your description, that Fonta promoter is a bit too careless with his words. I may just reconsider my Alright, and here's the final question. What's the secret behind our head nurse and all of her patients in the infirmary?
Stop your cruel and pointless games, Risley! You know that we haven't finished our investigation, so there's no way we can answer the last question. The thought of sparing
Hey.
Lenny, are you alright?
Oh, close one. I owe you...
It was nothing, Your Grace.
Sijuin?
Though this gun may look like a toy, it's actually fully
Lane... You...
Accomplice in all this.
Not at all. I am merely a resident of the fortress, and thus protecting it is my duty. When Monsieur Nervulet asked me to come here, he told me that my job would be to take care of the well-being of everyone here. I am merely discharging my duty.
But if you mean what you just said, then isn't Lenny someone you should be looking after as well? Isn't he a resident here just like the rest of us?
Do some Google-et. Might want to learn a thing too about virtual with it.
I am just doing what Monsieur Nervulet told me to do. Everything I did, I've done to protect them. Had I not, they would be in far more. His Grace knows it too, right? Your Grace? Mind proving my
My dear Sijuin, whatever shall I do with you? Would it have killed you to just wait another minute or two?
Well, it's nearly time after all.
The way you do things can be truly frustrating sometimes, Your Grace. I figured I should try to talk some sense into you.
What are you talking about? What time?
Take me if you want. But let...
How touching. Can you...
Don't be like that, Your Grace.
All right, everyone, calm down. 2 more visitors will be arriving any time now. I'll go get a cup of tea. Miss Sijuin, I leave Miss Lynette and you.
You... What are you...
I believe I hear footsteps.
Some space, please.
Ah, Miss Clarand.
Fernand.
My door.
Remine...
What's going on? What is Clarin doing here?
Work.
I'm sorry about shooting you, Mr. Linney. The tranquilizing effect will begin to wear off soon. Please take it easy in the meantime, though.
What happened to Fremine? Wasn't he diving just outside of the fortress? Why is he looking like this?
Can't be.
A flushed face, an accelerated pulse. He must have consumed primordial
Oh
seawater.
no.
What did you say?
Please, make some space. I'll need to give Mr. Fremine a more thorough checkup. Your Grace, I'll leave the rest to you.
I'll talk to Clarand while you get Fremine to where he needs to be. Everything else can wait.
How is he?
These symptoms are probably caused by an acute ingestion of a large amount of primordial seawater. Still, his condition is not critical. Of course, it would be best if he stayed for further observation. Let's... sorry. I am aware that the infirmary may not be your favorite place in the world at the moment. We do only have a single clinic in the fortress, however...
Why would he ingest a large amount of primordial seawater after leaving the fortress? How could that possibly...
Please, look after Mr. Fremine for the moment. I'll go fetch some medicine and a respirator. Oh, I'll bring Miss Lynette back with me.
Where is she? How is she right now?
Oh, she just took a nap in an empty room after I tranquilized her. If my calculations are correct, she should also be waking up right around now. You might not believe me, but His Grace and I actually made some snacks and tea for her.
What's that look on your face? I thought I made good time on the way back.
Oh, I'm just admiring your punctuality. Had you arrived just a few minutes later, Sijuin may have been forced to shoot Mr. Linney again. How's the situation out there?
The water has changed. It's pretty much as expected. The concentration of primordial seawater has increased significantly. I was only out there a short time, so it wasn't too bad. But if one were to stay for any significant amount of time... well, you can see how that boy's do.
Where was he when you found him?
The abandoned zone at the end of the pipes. A good distance into the water.
Closer than I thought. He must have recognized it early on and tried desperately to swim back.
Locking the door was necessary. I don't think we could have saved two.
Well, I did try to convince him that I had my reasons. Never seems to work, though.
It would probably work on Neuvillette. He has a knack for picking out who had good intentions, even when the outcomes were all terrible.
It's a bad sign if you're having to plead your case to Neuvillette. Want some tea?
Not particularly. If you want to drink some that badly, just say...
Fine, I'd like to get some tea. Want me to get you a cup too, since I've already made...
Might as well then, I suppose. Actually, do you have a towel? I would like to dry my hair.
Linny, are you okay?
I'll be fine. They're all here now. Don't worry about me.
Are you sure? You don't look all right.
My hands and feet are still a bit weak, but that's probably just the residual effects of the tranquilizer shot.
I'm back, everyone.
Lenny! Oh, Traveler, Paimon, you're here too. Fremine? Is he...
He'll be fine. But for now, please help me lift him up.
His breathing's beginning to slow down.
Give me a hand and help me get him to the infirmary.
Yeah, I'll take him from this side. Lynette, together?
On it. Traveler, you seem pretty worried about him. Want to come with us?
Very well.
The Duke and Clarande are gone. They probably went to get some tea. The Duke will explain the truth in just a bit. Miss Clarande will need a break, since she only just returned from rescuing Fremine out of the sea.
Confirm it. Happened there.
He's awake. Fremine, how do you feel?
Lynette.
We're all here.
Where am I?
The infirmary, at the Fortress of Meropide, Mr. Fremine. And you are no longer in any danger. How do you feel? Don't push yourself if you're not feeling up to it.
Traveler. Paimon. It's been so long. The sea. There's something wrong with the seawater.
Shh, it's okay. We can talk about it after you've recovered.
No, listen to me. This is really serious. There's primordial seawater mixed into the regular seawater. I don't know why it's there, but no one should touch it.
What happened when you snuck pipes?
Right, the pipes. It's all coming back to me now. I'm in. Seems like this pipe hasn't been used in a long time. It looks abandoned. Where could Master Child be? This mechanism looks like it's been tampered with. Could he have done it? It's getting stuck on something. Seems like I'll have to avoid those obstacles while I turn it.
Fall. Over here. Go down, turn it. Probably right.
This is where the water starts. Okay. Master Child probably dived into the water. I'll go take a look as... vegetation here is a bit more sparse. These traces aren't natural. A person must have left them, and recently. I should be going in the right direction. Oh, there are traces here too. I need to keep going. Huh? The traces are gone. But I don't see where he could have gone from here. Wait. What the? My heart is racing, and it's getting harder and harder to breathe. What's going on? No good. I have to get back. They still don't know anything about what's going on. If I turn back right now, I should still be able to make it.
Dust.
I can't die here. This is bad. I'm feeling worse and worse, and I'm still underwater. I have to push on.
So, in other words, the trail you were following vanished, and you had no idea where Master Child could have gone. But there was also no obvious place for him to have disappeared to.
That's right. I tried my best to swim back, but I had already put some distance between myself and the fortress, and I just couldn't find the strength to keep going. I probably passed out some time after that, and you know the rest.
Miss Clarande brought you back, but we also don't know why she just suddenly appeared at the fortress, or why she went out to save you.
Miss Clarande, you say? I must go thank her in person.
You're still too weak for Monet. You can go after you've had some more rest.
Miss Lynette is right. I believe Miss Clarande will stay here as a guest for another few days, so there's no need to hurry.
A guest? Then I can assume Risley was the one who invited her to come down here?
You should ask His Grace about that. He'll be able to explain
to him.
better than... Yeah, it's about time he actually told us what's going on.
No, please go on without me.
Lenny.
The logical part of my brain is aware that we're safe right now, but I still can't bring myself to leave. Both of you are just in danger.
Understood.
In that case, I'll leave the infirmary to you. The Traveler and I are going to head out for now. As long as you stay in...
Thank you.
All the string.